Hello, passionate Celtic FC fans. This is Celtic Central News, your exclusive source for Celtic updates. Before we kick off, we appreciate the incredible support. If you love Celtic, subscribe now, hit like, and let's build this community together. Now, onto the latest news. A warm welcome to new subscribers. Your support is crucial. Hail, hail. Rumor has it that the corridors of Scottish football are buzzing with tension after the latest developments surrounding Angus Gunn and Callum McGregor. Fans and insiders alike are whispering about Gunn's apparent refusal to play under McGregor's captaincy at Celtic, and the story seems to be gathering steam with each passing day. For those who followed Gunn's career, the English-born, Scottish-naturalized goalkeeper has always been seen as a fiercely independent player, someone whose presence between the sticks commands attention and respect. Yet now, whispers suggest that his pride and principles might be clashing with the managerial decisions at Celtic, or perhaps more specifically, with the appointment of McGregor as captain. McGregor, known for his composed midfield presence and leadership on the pitch, has seemingly become the focal point of a controversy that nobody saw coming. Sources close to both players indicate that while Gunn respects McGregor's skill and influence, he is unsettled by the hierarchical shift, one that places McGregor in a position of authority he feels he cannot easily accept. The rumor mill is overflowing, with fans on social media dissecting every past interaction between the two, trying to find signs that this conflict may have been simmering for longer than anyone realized. With tensions like this, football becomes more than a game, turning locker rooms into arenas of power, pride, and delicate egos, where a single captaincy decision can ignite debates that ripple across the entire league, drawing everyone from pundits to casual supporters into the drama. Reports suggest that the tension between Angus Gunn and Callum McGregor is not just about the captaincy itself, but also about the underlying dynamics within the Celtic dressing room. Sources hint that Gunn has made his feelings known privately to the coaching staff, expressing discomfort with taking orders from a teammate he may not fully trust, or perhaps does not feel aligned with his own vision of leadership. The narrative spreading among supporters paints a picture of a goalkeeper who has achieved a certain status through experience and skill, now finding himself in a position where loyalty and respect are being tested. McGregor, on the other hand, has a long-standing reputation at Celtic, his leadership considered unassailable by many teammates and fans. Yet it seems that even the most capable players can become embroiled in locker room politics when personal pride meets official designations. Conversations in fan forums reveal speculation about whether this disagreement could extend beyond the pitch, potentially influencing transfers, game-time decisions, and even team morale. Analysts on Twitter and YouTube channels devoted to Scottish football are dissecting body language, past interviews, and social media interactions, trying to decipher subtle signs that might hint at the real state of affairs. If Gunn indeed refuses to play under McGregor, the implications are enormous, raising questions not only about Celtic's internal harmony, but also about the broader philosophy of how leadership is assigned within top clubs. The story is growing daily, with every new post and insider quote adding layers to an already complex situation, turning a seemingly simple captaincy announcement into a full-blown spectacle that could redefine relationships within the squad for months to come. Insiders are now speculating whether the roots of this tension between Angus Gunn and Callum McGregor stretch back further than the recent captaincy announcement. Some point to previous international duty, where Gunn's own position within the Scottish national team might have influenced his perception of leadership roles at club level. While McGregor has never been accused of heavy-handedness, his style of leading by example on the field and commanding respect off it could be exactly the type of approach that clashes with a goalkeeper used to a different kind of autonomy. Observers have noted that goalkeepers often possess a unique perspective on games, able to dictate the defensive line and communicate with authority, and perhaps Gunn feels that being subordinate to McGregor in any capacity undermines the control he traditionally enjoys. The rumor mill suggests that this could also be an issue of ego and professional pride. After all, footballers, particularly at elite clubs, are accustomed to being both respected and heard. Social media has amplified every subtlety, with fans dissecting training footage, looking for signs of tension, and commentators on Scottish football podcasts speculating on what the dressing room atmosphere might truly be. If the standoff persists, it could lead to heated debates about leadership structures, the psychology of goalkeepers versus field players, and the delicate balance required in a club with high expectations and a passionate fan base. Each analysis, tweet, and discussion adds fuel to a fire that nobody in Celtic's management seems fully prepared to control, as whispers transform into loud murmurs, and murmurs threaten to become an uncontrollable roar of speculation and drama surrounding the squad's future dynamics. Meanwhile, supporters of both players have taken to social media with fervent opinions, many choosing sides in what is fast becoming a polarizing issue within Scottish football fandom. Some argue that Gunn's stance is entirely justified, viewing his reluctance as a principled stand against a leadership appointment he cannot fully endorse. Others insist that McGREGOR, with his loyalty to Celtic and proven track record, deserves the respect his captaincy demands, and that any refusal to play undermines the team's cohesion. The conversation is increasingly intertwined with discussions about club culture, the importance of mutual respect, and the psychological impact of hierarchical changes on established players. Football forums, YouTube comment sections, and even local newspapers are full of analyses, theories, and emotional responses, highlighting how a single captaincy decision can ripple through fan communities, turning supporters into detectives and analysts in equal measure. Rumors about private meetings, closed-door arguments, and subtle disagreements during training sessions have surfaced, adding layers of intrigue and drama that only feed the story further. Every leaked snippet, whether accurate or speculative, is scrutinized, shared, and debated, demonstrating the power of narrative in shaping public perception. As the saga unfolds, the potential impact on Celtic's performance and the wider Scottish football narrative remains a topic of heated speculation, with each day seemingly bringing new angles, new whispers, and new factions forming among fans and insiders alike, all captivated by the evolving tension between Gunn and McGregor that threatens to redefine their professional relationship. The story has also caught the attention of pundits and former players who understand the subtleties of dressing room dynamics better than most. Many point out that goalkeepers often have a solitary role within the squad, operating in a space where their authority is unquestionable in certain contexts. Yet this independence can sometimes create friction when new leadership structures are introduced. In the case of Angus Gunn, insiders suggest that his prior experiences, both at Nottingham Forest and with the Scottish national team, may have ingrained a strong sense of personal agency, making it difficult to adjust to an environment where McGregor's captaincy is non-negotiable. Meanwhile, McGregor's reputation for calm authority, meticulous preparation, and ability to unite players around him is widely acknowledged, but even the most respected figures are not immune to subtle resistance. Analysts have noted that this tension reflects larger themes within modern football, where ego, respect, and authority must be balanced delicately to maintain performance. Fans speculate endlessly about private conversations, potential interventions by management, and whether this could escalate to affect match selections, training intensity, or even public comments. The intrigue surrounding Gunn's refusal to play has transformed what might have been a routine club announcement into a narrative rich with drama, speculation, and potential fallout, leaving the Scottish football world captivated. Every fan, journalist, and pundit seems to be waiting for the next twist, unsure whether the tension will resolve amicably or explode into a saga that dominates headlines for weeks to come. As discussions continue to swirl, the broader implications of Angus Gunn's stance against playing under Callum McGregor are becoming increasingly clear. Should Gunn follow through with his reluctance, Celtic could face not only tactical adjustments, but also a significant challenge in maintaining squad morale, as other players may begin to question the chain of command or reassess their own positions within the team hierarchy. Rumors suggest that management is attempting quiet diplomacy, trying to reconcile Gunn's concerns with the club's commitment to McGregor as captain, but insiders indicate that this is a delicate balancing act that requires careful handling to avoid exacerbating the situation. The ripple effects could extend beyond Celtic, influencing public perception, player relationships, and even national team dynamics, particularly if Gunn's stance sets a precedent or becomes a talking point during international fixtures. Fans, meanwhile, are dissecting every interview, tweet, and appearance, seeking insight into the unfolding drama, with social media channels filled with speculation, memes, and opinionated commentary. The situation illustrates how football is never purely about talent or tactics. It is equally about personality, leadership, and the nuanced interplay between players whose professional ambitions, personal pride, and collective goals must somehow coexist. As the saga develops, the whispers and rumors continue to grow, painting a vivid picture of conflict, loyalty, and the high stakes of modern football management in a world where even a captaincy decision can become headline news with far-reaching consequences. Before we proceed, subscribe to our channel and enable notifications to receive all exclusive news about Celtic FC. Don't miss any details about your favorite team. It's extremely important for Celtic FC fans. As the story continues to circulate, whispers from training grounds and insider circles suggest that ANGUS GUNN's hesitation to play under Callum McGREGOR has created a subtle but palpable tension throughout the Celtic squad. Observers note that while the team has maintained professionalism in public, body language and interactions during drills appear strained, with small gestures and sidelong glances hinting at underlying unease. Fans on social media have been quick to pick up on these details, posting clips of training sessions, analyzing facial expressions, and debating the potential impact on match performance. Rumors also indicate that Gunn has sought counsel from former teammates and mentors, weighing the pros and cons of asserting his position versus maintaining harmony within the squad. Meanwhile, McGregor is reportedly navigating the situation with cautious diplomacy, aiming to uphold his authority without escalating the conflict. The narrative unfolding is complex. It is not merely a story of personal pride, but a reflection of how leadership dynamics operate in elite football, where trust, respect, and professional hierarchy must constantly be negotiated. Every insider tip, every subtle hint, and every online speculation adds another layer, creating an ongoing saga that fans and pundits alike cannot resist dissecting. The situation has become a microcosm of modern football drama, illustrating the delicate balance between individual ambition and team unity in a world where perception often matters as much as reality, and where a single disagreement can dominate headlines and fuel endless speculation for weeks on end. Rumors suggest that management at Celtic is now caught in a delicate balancing act, attempting to mediate between ANGUS GUNN and Callum McGREGOR while avoiding public escalation that could damage the club's image. Sources hint that private meetings have been held, though the content remains closely guarded, adding to the intrigue. Speculation is rife that Gunn has laid out conditions under which he might consider playing, though insiders caution that these have not been formally disclosed, leaving fans to fill in the blanks with conjecture and theory. Analysts point out that such situations are never purely about authority. Often, they reflect deeper psychological dynamics, where long-established patterns of behavior clash with imposed hierarchies. McGregor, known for his measured approach, appears to be walking a fine line, attempting to assert leadership while not alienating a key player whose contributions between the posts are vital to team performance. Meanwhile, the media frenzy surrounding the situation continues to grow, with every statement, subtle gesture, or social media post dissected for hidden meaning. Discussions on fan forums and YouTube channels speculate endlessly about whether Gunn's resistance is principled, tactical, or a reflection of deeper interpersonal issues, creating a narrative that transcends football itself, capturing the drama, emotion, and human element that fans crave. The saga continues to develop like a slow-burning storm, each day adding new whispers, new theories, and new potential turning points that keep supporters glued to the story as it unfolds, eager for the next twist in this high-stakes drama. Adding fuel to the speculation, insiders suggest that the Scottish national team may also be indirectly impacted by the tension between ANGUS GUNN and Callum McGREGOR. While both players are highly respected and have represented Scotland with distinction, the potential fallout from club-level disputes could influence selection decisions, team cohesion, and even tactical strategies during international fixtures. Analysts and pundits on popular YouTube channels have highlighted how leadership conflicts at club level often carry over into international squads, subtly shaping team dynamics and affecting performance under high-pressure conditions. Fans have been particularly vocal, creating elaborate theories about potential scenarios, discussing which players might be sympathetic to Gunn and how McGregor's authority could be challenged in a different environment. The narrative is compounded by the fact that both players are influential in their respective roles. Gunn's command of the penalty area and McGregor's orchestration of midfield play are critical to their teams, making any discord potentially impactful on multiple levels. Social media posts, leaks, and unofficial sources have been dissected minute by minute, with hashtags trending in support of both sides, further amplifying the story. The drama illustrates how intertwined football careers, egos, and reputations can be, demonstrating that decisions made at club level do not exist in isolation but ripple across broader footballing landscapes, turning every whisper into a potential headline and every rumor into an argument that divides fans, pundits, and insiders alike, keeping the tension alive in a way that only modern football can sustain. Hello, fan. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, as it means a lot to Celtic FC. Also, share your opinion about the news in the comments below. See you in the next video.